What do we really talk about when we talk about Indian Railways, right? Indian Railways is one of the most prolific public sector units in the world. It carries on a single day 2.32 crores people. It's about 13,000 to 14,000 passengers every day. Let's get to the scale of it. The total population of Singapore is about 5 to 6 million. That of UK is about 60 to 70 million, right? So if the Indian passengers, we calculate the total passengers for 3 to 4 days, we cover much more than the population of UK. And on a single day, we carry 3 to 4 times the population of Singapore. Bombay, suburban trains actually carry as much as the Singapore population itself on a single day. That's the scale of Indian Railways. 12 to 15 odd lakh people work here. This is directly employees, and there are many people associated with this institution. 7,000 to 7,400 odd stations. But in the recent past, all that we've been hearing is Vande Bharat trains. 35 or maximum 45, let's assume 50 trains. 35,000 passengers, let's even assume 50,000 passengers. 200 odd stations have been fixed among the 7,400 odd ones. They have been beautified. But the total number of passengers which we are talking about is 2.32 crores. And Vande Bharat caters to a very, very small, minuscule of 35 to 50,000 odd passengers. Let's look at some of the news items which we've been hearing. I'll start with some feedback. Somebody really said Vande Bharat is really an expensive Shatabdi train. We also saw that the railway vacant positions have not been filled. The number is about 3 to 3.12 lakh. That's about 20% of one of the most important PSUs of India, which caters to 2.32 crores of people every day. We have 20% vacancy in them. Passenger trains are actually getting slower. The sleeper class has been reduced. Migrants who now travel a lot more from north to south are squeezed. We saw that when the Vande Bharat Express had an accident. During the Chhat Puja, we saw the panic which it created. People took 2 days, 3 days to reach Bihar from Punjab. We are seeing constantly that there has been an attempt to show that this is a progress. But let us think again the number which we spoke about. 13 to 14,000 trains a single day. Vande Bharat in total are 35 or assume 50. 35 to 50,000 passengers in Vande Bharat, whereas this caters to 2.32 crore people. Right? So what are we really talking about here? Every day we see that there is a selfie taken with Vande Bharat, a positive tweet, an influencer will go in the train and present it. It's a marketing idea. The railway stations are a place where people come. We are being sold the idea of development through positioning 200 odd stations, and they are being beautified, which is a good thing. It's not a bad thing in itself. And then using those 35, 40 odd trains and the dream of a bullet train, etc., to say that we're doing something about the development and this infrastructure is being developed for us. It's like a future. But how could we do this? By having 20% less employment in what caters to 2.32 crores of people in a single day. And 20% of the people are vacant here, right? These are actual jobs which are vacant, right? So there's something wrong about it. It's being used as a publicity stunt, and we are swallowing it. We're being gullible. We're swallowing it and saying, oh my God, this station looks good, so India must be developing. Ask migrants how they're traveling. Look at some of the reports on how migrants are traveling in those stations. They're squeezed. That doesn't seem to be right for Indian railways to do. And we have been sold a picture, a marketing picture of this. And we need to think a little bit more about this.